saw Nnamdi Kanu walking out of prison.
The video that you are about to watch, for those who are pro-Biafra or for those who love and like the utterances, rhetoric of Nnamdi Kanu, for those who are compassionate about the many lives that have been lost during the Biafra war, even though some of them have not been born, and for those who presently are still in tears over the demise of their loved one. I mean, presently. Now, not the demise caused by aliens, Fulani headsmen and all of that, but by their own kinsmen, their own brother. This video that you're about to watch is coming from a notable family in the east of Nigeria. Igbo man, precisely. He has this to say. Afterwards, we'll be talking more. Please like, share, tap on the subscribe button. It is serious, very serious. At this time, there is something that is about to happen. Yes. Let us watch.
You can't go to a court and abuse the judge, even if you are innocent. Okay. You can't go to a court and start telling the judge he doesn't know the law. You know the law more than the judge. And this, I'll be honest with you, this judge was very lenient. He was very nice. I'm telling you, this judge, you're not sure whatever his name, was very nice to Kanu. Most judges in Nigeria will not give him license. They will have put him to death sentence. I can tell you that.
Really?
Yes. I'm telling you for fact.
So this is not a laughing matter.
Listen, there are 1,000 videos of Nnamdi Kanu making threats, ordering people to burn Lagos down. He said he was going to go to Abuja and kill Buhari and bring his head. The problem with Igbo people, there is no unity. Igbo people have no unity and they don't like each other. That is a fact. Igbos don't love each other. Let me give you an example. Okay. A man who kills his brother is not a hero. Any man who takes a market and cut the brother's head off or shoot him, you are not a hero. At least in my lifetime, Ojuku has visited this palace 3 times.
You saw him?
Yes, I saw him and I sat there with him with his father, and Ojuku regretted the war himself. Come closer, let me imitate him for you.
Okay.
My father said to Ojuku, he came back. This Biafran war, if you have to do it all over again, will you still do the same thing? And this is Ojuku's response. Well, you know, the war was highly regrettable.
That is Ojuku.
And if I have to do it again, I'll do it differently. Otherwise, the people that are there, we haven't learned nothing from the first war. Yes, Ojuku himself lamented in this palace twice in my ear that he regretted the Biafran war. This is Ojuku's word. Look at that. I probably led the first one. I don't think the second one is necessary. That is Ojuku for you.
This is not fabricated. This is rare.
This is Ojuku. Go to your phone, take your phone and open it and listen to Ojuku's interview on Biafra. What the Igbos does to themselves is worse than what other tribes does to them. Fact. I say it in your face. This is River Niger. Look at the importation, the containers. We are mainly the importers. Can people come to do this? We can work with government. We can work on it. China has got money. All they need is, what China wants now is influence. They've got money to invest. But we have to tap it. We have to give people that have brains, that speak with Igbo interest. We can have the River Niger drained. Some people will say, Nnamdi Kanu was abducted from Kenya illegally. Let me say this once again. Ask any lawyer next to you, ask any senior advocate, any judge you know. When national security of any country is threatened, human rights is suspended. I repeat myself, when national security is threatened by anybody, your human rights are suspended. All the references in social media are abusing Zeke. Tell me what your own father did in this country. Show me, if any. If he was not a wine tap or a farmer somewhere, you want to come and compare yourself with Zeke of Africa. Azikiwe that is known all over the world. It was Azikiwe that saved the day during the Biafran war. Without Zeke, most of us won't be here today. Yes, he saw the danger and all of us were almost getting wiped out. He threw in the towel.
People to come and buy me in Kuje. I said no. I was in detention. They came to me, offered me everything, and I said no. They gave me vice president of Nigeria, and I said no. Are you insane? Is it poor wretched people, I'm going to be asking for money. So because anything we want to do, we do think somehow IPOB is full of cash. I want Lagos Airport to be on flames. Boost the perimeter fence. Go and burn down Lagos. Anybody, if you have double barrel, if you have pistol, anything you have, give it to them, let them go and kill them, penetrate the airport and set Motoram Mohammed Airport on fire. Set it ablaze right now. Then the world will listen. You are dealing with animals. Fulani Janjaweed, they are animals. They do not reason. They do not reason. You don't know them. You don't know them. And you know, they're not killing people. The caller on the line, can you hear me? Yes, please.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening to you. Yes, go ahead.
Well, my name is Chideverugu, calling from Lagos.
What is happening where you are?
We was at Oshogapapa Expressway. They was shooting us there. It's 5 people that they killed this evening.
How many policemen died? I don't want to hear they kill us, they kill us. How many did you kill? How many police or army did you kill? How many?
They have burned the Lafa police station. They have burned it down. They burned the Select police station. They burned the Urile police station down. Everything is down now as I'm speaking.
Thank you very much. That is, since if you go to my page, you will see a flag there. Nigerian flag stained with blood. So the flag that people should be carrying should no longer be green, white, green, but green, white, and red. I am warning everybody tonight, if you come out on the 31st on Monday, you are going to die. Anything you have, give it to them, let them go and kill them, penetrate the airport and set Motoram Mohammed Airport on fire. Anybody that takes out Wike will get 100 million. It's set aside. If you do it and I don't give you 100. As the leader of IPOB, I am a very powerful man. I know that very well. I can decide who lives or who dies. I can.
And we are Biafras. And we can never forget, our forefathers did not fight the wrong battles. They are fighting for our rights, which our rights have never been given to us till today in Nigerian government. Stop that rubbish. Stop it. I want you that celebrating what happened to our brothers. Nnamdi Kanu, the only good man in Igbo land, only good man that love you, a true love, is only Nnamdi Kanu. The only true man that love this country, that want everybody to be free. He want Hausa to be free. He want Yoruba to be free. He want Igbo to be free. Everybody go to your country and develop your own nation. If you want to kill your brother, then you can kill them. Don't come and use one Nigeria and killing other people. And one personal people, one particular people are eating your resources in the name of Nigeria. That is why they refuse for the separation of Nigeria. Because one families are benefiting one Nigeria, not all the Nigerians. So whatever they do to Nnamdi Kanu is a personal interest of one person that enjoying the resources of Nigeria. That is what happened. A man that rejected money, no Igbo man, as far as I know, can do that country. All the Igbo people were sent to represent us. All of them had took bribes. But this young man, Nnamdi Kanu, is an opportunity to take his own bribe and go back home like other people. And they ask him, which is have you open up? If anybody will come out and say what he said, he have opened up and tell you, they ask me to be a vice president. I say no. They ask me, do you need oil well? I say no. That is why a lot of Igbo people don't want to. because they want him to submit it to bribe. And the young man said, bribe for what? I am talking about freedom of everybody.
Present movement in the southeast is not God's movement for liberation. So the leader will be caught and the power of it will decimate. And yet, out of the ashes of that, God will raise another man out of the southeast whose agitation is after the order of God. The nation will gather around him, not only the southeast. And in that day, a southeasterner will rule Nigeria. Take note of it.
Welcome back. I'm sure that by now you might be asking yourselves, which one, who amongst them is God really speaking to? Or who saw what they saw? Or how did they see? But then, regardless, that does not suspend good thinking and common sense. There are a few questions to ask. What has the southeastern governors and their politicians done in the southeast of Nigeria? Have they looted? Have they stolen? A huge, big question. Or are we agitating for representation, let's say at the presidential level, so that an Igbo man can also steal as a president? Is it not sexual aggrandizement? Well, I've always supported breakup of Nigeria. But then I want you to listen. You might want to ask, how come the voices to set Nnamdi Kanu free, to help him get out of the predicament that he's in right now, is not as loud as before? Well, you don't need to dig too much. You don't need to do too much research. Is out there. When you begin to hurt your own people, the same people that will stand by you, well, it means you'll be thrown to the wolves. Welcome back. Are you shocked? Kudos to the platform Creative Lords TV that went to interview this man to hear his opinion. That's because a lot of people have this thought and believe that everybody in the southeast of Nigeria, I'm not talking of the south now, southeast of Nigeria, are in support of Nnamdi Kanu's approach to getting Biafra. There is a saying, once bitten, twice shy. A stitch in time saves. What does it mean? It means that there are certain approach, there are certain caution that needs to be put in whenever you want to engage, particularly if it has to do with the loss of lives. Let us look at it clearly. Let us look at it. Nnamdi Kanu beating the drums of war. Is that what it is? Well, according to the words of Nnamdi Kanu himself, he said a military dictator, head of state, that's what I call any military that governed Nigeria. That's what I call them, regardless. He normally would not have admitted or allowed such conversation, even though he came in a democratic era. Let's just call it democratic. I'm talking about late Buhari. He listened to Southeast stakeholders, politicians. He listened to them, such as Oji or Kalu. He listened to them. In fact, Oji or Kalu told Buhari, if you want me to be a part of your party, because he needed the East at that time for votes. If you want me to be part of your party, if you want me to canvass my people, to support you, I need one thing, because I cannot go to my people and ask them to vote for a Fulani man without something on the table. Buhari said, okay, no problem. What do you want? Release Nnamdi Kanu or Kanunta. Release him. I want him out. Okay, if that's what you want, it's fine. Go meet with him and the rest of your leaders. Go speak to him and request of him, what do you want? What do you really want? We know you are saying a lot of things, but let us put it down on the table. What exactly is it? Nnamdi Kanu said he wants Biafra. They said, okay, Biafra is gone with a sour taste in the mouth. But if you say you want segregation, cessation, it's fine. Go with the 5 states. You see, your governors that came to meet you, you guys hold hands together in peace and harmony and leave Nigeria. The East can go. Take your 5 states. Ebonyi State, Enugu State, Abia State, Imo State, Anambra State. Goodbye. Nnamdi Kanu said, no, that's not what we want. What do you want? Give us Benue. Benue? Add Edo State. Really? Have you spoken to Edolites that do not speak your language? That have Oba? Have you spoken to those that you went to meet in Warri, Delta State, telling them that they are Igbos, and they say they are not Igbos, that what they have is Olu? Is Olu a language in the East? Well, Nnamdi Kanu didn't stop. He said he wanted Bayelsa State. He wanted all of these states to be part of Biafra. Well, Buhari asked him, were you born during the war? Even if you were a little boy at that time, baby, it's fine. But we just want to know if you were born during that period. Of course, we all know that Nnamdi Kanu was not born. He was born after the war. So he didn't feel that pain of hunger, like how people that were in that war felt it. He didn't feel it. The question a lot of people ask is this: is it Ojukwu that started the war? Or it is the Nigerian government that started the war? Now that's open for, it's debatable. Who started the war? According to history, Igbos in the military started unaliving certain persons, other tribe, and they also responded. Now, you know, such, like I said, is debatable. Is it the Igbo that started to unalive, or it is the Northerner that unalived? Whatever, we can't really stand on who did not do. There is no camera. Of course, it's on the news there, but we do not have a camera that shows that it was a Fulani man that unalived, maybe a junior officer in the Igbo rank and file, and they responded back this way. We cannot even dwell on that. It's not important. Now, the thing is, they had a meeting in Ghana, Aburi Accord. They had their talks. Talks can always be revisited. Oh, they have agreed already. Why did they do the regional government, the centralized government, where they will have a figurehead and everybody will do what they want to do by themselves? Oh, no, we can't do this because certain people say they do not want to be part of this. Then there is this activist that was unalive too. He said he doesn't want to be part of Biafra. They don't want to be part of Biafra. He visited Lagos, and he is actually an Ogoni man, Ogoni activist. He is no longer alive. His name is Ken Saro-Wiwa. He is a Nigerian writer and a teacher. He lost his life. He lost his life. Ken Saro-Wiwa. He died November 10, 1995. It's a serious matter. It's a serious matter. Anyway, well, Ken Saro-Wiwa didn't like that part of Biafra. He didn't want to be part of Biafra. But his voice was not loud enough to swallow the Biafra agitation of Ojukwu. And some might think all Igbos went to the east. No, there are Igbos that stayed back. Some went to other countries. Yes, some went to other countries outside of Nigeria. Some stayed in Lagos. Some stayed in other parts. They said, no, we don't want to be part of this war. This is not what we want. Now, Nnamdi Kanu will call them saboteurs. Like they should have been part of it. Now, how can you speak when you have not experienced what it was in those days? The war was basically in the east. The war didn't get to Lagos. The war didn't reach Ibadan. The war did not reach Kano. The war was central and centralized in the east. Now, there are people who do not want to be part of the war, but they don't have option. Don't forget the panic and the fear. Let us go back. Oh, hey, they will unalive you. Let us do this. If you don't, this will happen. It was so much of it was a serious matter. Now, with all that has happened, are we saying that it is a Fulani man that corrupted Nigeria, or Hausa man, Yoruba man, Efik, Ibibio, or Igbo? No, it's a collective thing. When they all had opportunities to be president, governors, and even till date, you see them stealing enormously. They are criminals. Averagely, immediately, Nigeria was joined together and it was left by the British. They were doing their indirect rule, right, left, and center, doing all of those things. They gave them the opportunity to make them feel. They had a meeting and they said, it's time for us to give these people, because they're a little bit wise. If we don't give them, the educated ones among them and a few of them here and there might fight against us. So it's time for us to do what they call neo-colonization. Let us give them access. Let them feel like they are important. And you know the rest of the story. They started tribalism, they started stealing, they started doing a lot of things. The truth of the matter is this: if you are not principled as a person, as a human, you will do a lot of terrible things. You do a lot of terrible things. You should ask yourself, did African countries call themselves on the phone and say, we have to behave upside down? We have to act like we don't love ourselves. We have to behave terribly. We have to be wicked to ourselves. Did they call themselves on phone and say, this is what we need to do? Ask yourself. Is that what happened? Because if you watch, you notice that majority, in fact, if not all African countries, have the same kind of government and orientation to steal, to kill, and to destroy. It's as simple as that. Looting, disenfranchisement, subjugation. That's what they do. So as people, we should ask, where and how come they have this wickedness in them? These are questions we should begin to ask ourselves. And how do we go forward? If you go to the east, you'll still find the same. You'll find the same attitude, behavior. If you go to the west, you'll find the same. North, the same behavior. Maybe with a little bit of craziness to it. Maybe religion here and there. You find prejudice in the east. Anambra people believe they are superior to Imo. They have a lot of dirty things, bad things to say about Imo people. Oh, Imo, men are lazy. Imo is that. Imo have something to say about Abakaliki people. Oh, these are Ebonyi people. They are Hausa, they are not really Igbos. Enugu feel, oh, that person, this. It shows that there is a lot to deal with. Not to talk of those that do not speak your language. So, back to the point. Nnamdi Kanu said that he was offered. He said it himself. This is not like some people made it up. He was offered the 5 states. Like, okay, you want Biafra? All right, we don't want war. Enough is enough. Like, I mean, these politicians and the Eastern politics, they've stolen enough. They've fed themselves so much that, I mean, when you talk about massive looting, they have looted. What these people have looted is enough to last for the next 2,000 years, 3,000. They've looted so much. They don't buy cheap houses abroad. Some of them own, extensive properties that they can never, ever, some don't even remember. At least we saw some of them stole money, kept it in houses. The money got decayed. They've stolen so much. So you want to have 5 states? To them, what is the need of 5 states in Nigeria? You can go. We can create more states. Our population is enough. So if you want to go, you can go. It's fine. Nnamdi Kanu refused. He said it himself. According to him, he said he was being bribed. He refused. They said, okay, do you want vice president from the East? If you like, you can even join APGA. And let's see if we can, be part of the government, VP, something. So that you won't say you have not been given, even though power is not given to nobody. You fight to get it. You play you do everything. You impute cunningness and everything, tact into it to get power. Power is not something they hand over to anybody. You fight for it. Even our existence, coming to this earth, in the womb of our mother, we strived. For you to be here, it means that you fought and you won the race. It is a race. Even the scriptures of Christians said it, that the kingdom of heaven suffer violence. Meaning there are things that even to get things, you pray, depending on what kind of religion you just don't get it. There are things you have to do. You have to wake up to go to work. Even if you're an armed robber, you have to take risk. So, Nnamdi Kanu didn't accept this. Well, he didn't accept. Still, he was released. In fact, according to Ojo Kalu, he said, the president said, look, I will hand him over. Let him go and stay in your house. Do you know what that means? For Buhari to say, take Nnamdi Kanu to live in your house so you can stay together as one brother and monitor yourselves and stay. Love yourself. That's all. Oji said, no, where I live is a sensitive place. Let him be released to his own home. What does that mean? He also knows what he's saying. Say, let him be released. So Nnamdi Kanu went to his place. According to the terms and conditions of the bail, is you cannot have gathering of people. We don't want the same thing repeated. Since you have refused to accept our terms and conditions, since we've asked you what you want, you have to stay in line with the law. Well, that's where they want to unalive me, that I keep saying, that they want to buy him. He had to escape. He jumped the fence. He went through the river. He landed in Benin Republic. Then he landed in Israel. He resurfaced in Israel. Kudos to his British passport. According to the report that we got, which I don't know, according to Buhari, that Nnamdi Kanu came into Nigeria without his British or Nigerian passport, meaning he had a different name under a different passport from a different country. That's what he came in with, because they could not find Nnamdi Kanu in the record. How he got in, they do not really know. Did they pass through some Benin Republic into Nigeria? Well, I don't know. So Nnamdi Kanu left. And the Kenya thing, you heard the man say. So what I find unsettling in it is this. Nnamdi Kanu came to Kenya. They brought him to Nigeria. Question that begs for an answer is this. Why did Nnamdi Kanu run away when the military, according to him, came to buy him? Is he afraid of the same RIP that he thinks others should be ready for? Don't forget that he has his family abroad. Should he run? Even Ojukwu ran. He went on exile, he ran. So why? If Nnamdi Kanu is another savior, why is the savior unwilling to lay his life for the sheep? If this is his approach, we've heard countless videos where he said a lot of things. You heard what the man said. Let us say the truth. The truth is that many people are not happy due to the lives lost. You cannot order the unaliving of your people, calling them sabo, because you need to impose your own idea, thought of how you think things should be. If 5 states was tendered, why don't you go with 5 states? If he understood democracy, if he understood tact, he would have said, yes, we want the 5 states. Let us imagine that the 5 Igbo states that speak the same language are together. Is that not what they call a nation? In Yoruba language, they call it Orile-Ede, meaning a country, a nation that speaks same language. You cannot join with people that don't speak your language. You can't join with people that don't speak your language. It doesn't make sense. You can't. You can't. You can't. You can't. You have to speak same language for you to stick together. Go to Equatorial Guinea, go to Cameroon, you find Igbos there that left. You find them there that left. So, for me, my belief is that he should have accepted it. That's my thought. That's my belief, that he should have accepted it. And then, if others want to join, then it makes sense. That's what I believe. If you are not interested in a group of people that speaks Asusu Igbo, that speak your language, and you want those that do not speak your language, Edo people, Igodo, Migodo, do they speak Igbo language? They don't speak. So what is the essence of it? Well, according to some people, Nnamdi Kanu was only interested in the crude oil. We all know the language of Akwa Ibom. We know the language they speak. They are not Igbos. They are not even extract of Igbos. And they are not willing to be part of Biafra. So if he had gone with that, I don't think Nnamdi Kanu will be sentenced to life imprisonment. I don't think Nnamdi Kanu will face these trials and tribulation. It would have been the Nigerian government that didn't keep to their own terms and conditions. He said, yes, I accept the 5 states. Let us go. That will be the end. That will be the end of this journey. Maybe by now, Igbos would have been doing excellently, according to them. Maybe they would have contracted China, like what the man said. China would have helped them. Billionaires in Igbo land would have brought money, enough money, a lot of money, for them to do what? Very simple. For them to dredge the River Niger, dredge this, dredge that. Maybe they will have seaport. Maybe they will have some, what money cannot do does not exist, isn't it? They would have done all of that, but that's not what it is. Rather, it is burn the bridge, unalive this person, buy this person, do this. And his own children and wife, they are there speaking Queen's English. He doesn't have problems with his children living in the same England that he said they are so wicked, they joined the zoo together. He's enjoying it because his own father saw ahead and paid money for him to go and study in the same England. He enjoyed it. He studied. This is fine. His children are there. It's fine. So why should other people, why should their lives be lost? A huge big question.